told me he doesn't train legs, only calves. So his leg day is calves, nothing else.
Shut up.
Yeah, literally, he doesn't do upper leg and just calves.
So you're saying his calves like bigger than
he's got quite juiced calves, but he's got nothing in.
Do you think? Because obviously people moan about calves a lot, but generally, when we break it down, it's just that they don't train them enough.
They just don't train them hard enough.
But do you think if somebody was like just
properly
super committed to making calves their best asset, they could literally blow them up to be the size of a quad?
I think maybe like size limitations.
Of a bicep, of like a really good set of arms.
Well, size limitations obviously depend on the person, but I think if you actually train them properly, train them with sufficient intensity, and no one does, because calves suck. Like if you train calves, 3-second pause at the bottom and top to failure. When I train calves hard, I nearly piss my pants.
Calf pain is like is high level pain.
It's the worst. Travis, I've seen trauma. I'd rather do that than go through calves again. So I don't train calves anymore. There we go.
Also, how the fuck are you supposed to put trousers on? You've got massive calves.
Do you remember the guy from Pulse 8 back in the day who had monster calves? As in like he trained his legs. He had good legs, but they were bigger than his.
I remember a guy with big calves.
But I think I used to look at him, but I think he's got like a medical condition because they look like tumours. And he wasn't fat or anything. He was like a lean guy
smuggling. But they were American footballs.
Well, I've got like 28-inch upper legs. I was like they're not far off. I was like, this man is a gazelle. And I was just looking, I was like, how do you wear trousers? Like, my friend's got massive calves and he struggles to wear trousers because his quads aren't that big. I'm like, no, you look silly.
I had real trouser issues when I was like at my biggest, when I was just, at one point I was nearly 90 kilos. Obviously I'm like 75 kilos now. So you can imagine this frame with an extra 15 kilos on it, fitting into trousers was like a real pain.
Yeah, next year we're doing it again.
Really? But
next
just going to blow up?
Yeah, 95 next year.
Yeah.
So why not?
Just get massive.
Why not? What challenge?
We'll do
Go
it.
on.
Well, you know
I'm well past that, big man. You're past that as well. How heavy are you?
I shouldn't weigh myself for a while.
Oh yeah, we'll see.
I've got scales in the next room if you want to do that.
For legal reasons, my client says no comment.
Well, they're in there.
Yeah, they're in the bathroom. Yeah, if you want to weigh yourself.
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Oh, he's actually going to do it. Oh no.
So yeah.
I'm scared. If it begins with a 1, you're leaving.
Well, it's kilos, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what.
How's this going?
He's trying to turn them on.
You got it?
Hang on, 2 seconds, please hold caller.
Okay, it's happening, people. Sorry for anyone listening to this. This is quite a visual thing.
Has anyone struggled to use scales as much as this man?
Have you got it going or not? Oh my God, Harry, please talk to me.
So basically, let me tell you a story right now. So I've got 2 friends, Chris and Mike. Smart individuals, very smart, very exceptionally intelligent humans. Unfortunately, neither one of them know how to use bodyweight scales. Interesting. You know what you're thinking. Come here for fitness advice. Come here for advice about how to optimize your life, how to optimize your progression, how to just be a better person, because that's what we're obviously trying to be. And maybe even a bit of poo humor as well. But they still can't figure out how to use scales. Crazy. Why are you still watching this? If you've made it this far, I turn off. What number was it?
I have the official.
Oh, okay.
I adjudicated just to make sure.
Oh,
what do you think it is?
96.5.
Wow, not bad.
That's close.
It's 95.7.
Ah, shit, that's close. I told you over 95. Touch it.
You're a bit of a rig, to be fair. Silent assassin.
You got some fat, juicy. Look at that. Look at that. Do you see it? That's an arm, mate. Put your arm out straight. Oh my lord, he looks like Chris Evans when he was on the juice.
Well, maybe it's Michael on juice.
One day.
The silence.
Yeah, let's just, for legal reasons, my client answers no comment again.
Good stuff.
I think I've got you back.
I ate I ate the big pickle after last week, by the way.
Get a life.
I saw that on your story, actually.
What's that?
What's that?
It's just another character.
I want to play with it. Thanks.
Yeah, I have some vinyl figures that I've had for many years.
I feel like that's actually you for some reason. Not out of looks, but just out of like, I don't know, mindset.
I do brush my teeth very often, so that might be it.
And you do pull that
mindset.
face. Yeah,
out of mindset. What mindset is this giving?
Chaos.
Designed by an artist called Pete Fowler, who did the artwork for a band called Super Fur Animals.
Oh yeah.
I don't know them.
No, you wouldn't. They're not. They don't do any Lorna Shore songs.
So what's occurring? How are we today?
Oh God, you're chipper.
Yeah, no, you hate it, don't you?
No, I like it. I like you when you're in a good mood. It kind of makes my life a lot fucking easier, to be frank.
Oh.
I'm authentically dirty from all the moving of kit I've done today.
Yeah, just the movie of kit, is it?
Yeah, look, all the stuff I'm covered in.
I need help.
I'm
glad. Yeah, go on.
I'm nearly got hit by a car this morning.
That's a shame it missed. What happened?
bit mean.
Sorry.
Who's this guy?
I'm feeling
You
like
just put a penny in him.
it wasn't me, it was Patricia.
Obviously, more running escapades. This time, didn't befoul myself, but someone nearly befouled me by basically turning into a road when they shouldn't have done. Because pedestrians have a right of way crossing at T-junctions now,
Yes.
as do bicycles. But also, not only that, it was a set of temporary traffic lights you saw out there as you came.
Oh, that's why I was late. I was stuck in
Yes,
them.
fine.
Bloody annoying.
Yeah.
But someone was stopped at those lights and he wanted to turn in, but he thought he'd be cheeky because he was obviously late taking his kid to school, and he's overtaken the car at the lights and gone round him and turned in.
Oh, brave. That's very narrow there.
I was running across the road. He hasn't seen me. He's jammed his brakes on and I've literally gone across his bonnet.
What? You were actually on the bonnet?
Well, I stopped, but basically I put my hands across the bonnet because ultimately my momentum carried me forward.
Yeah.
Miami Vice.
So what happened? What was? Did you have a confrontation?
No, because I was just wanted to keep going, and he just sort of shook his head as if to say, I don't know if he was shaking his head at himself or me, but I'm thinking, mate, you're the one who's fucked it up.
Remember,
and all these witnesses as well.
It's never the driver's fault. It's always someone else's fault.
I just wanted to keep going. So in hindsight is the worst thing for me, because always after something happens, I always think about what I should have done, especially in the shower. Do you find yourself thinking about a conversation you had like 2 years ago and you're like, I know I should have fucking said?
No, if anyone's listening to this, anyone in their life who's wronged me, I think about you in the shower every day, and one day you're going to wrong me again, and you're sorry. Trust me.
I've been
planning this. Honestly, when I was in year 7, someone pushed me over. Ryan, if you're watching this, try it again, see what happens. Never gonna forget that. What you should have done is when he's done that, fall on his bonnet, turn around, pull in the bonnet, leave.
I don't make a habit of going to the toilet outside of my own domain.
Could have fooled me.
I don't know.
Last episode.
I was going to say, that seems like a lie.
Yeah, I mean, we've all made mistakes in life, as we all know.
Still making them. Still making them.
But yeah, so that was my day. Obviously did some work after that. That's about it really. That's all I can give you. I mean, we are seeing each other more regularly now, which means I'm going to come up with less kind of anecdotal madness.
Yeah, to be fair, we've suddenly fallen into once a week because I got overexcited, and provided that's okay with everyone, I've set
I mean, me and Mike weren't consulted about this one.
Yeah, but I just got a bit excited. I thought let's just put out there, see what they say, and then you said yes. I was like, oh, go on then.
Other notes I've made are micro-learning. I'm quite enjoying now. I'm using social media as a powerful tool.
Ooh.
Because ultimately...
That sounds mature. Don't like that.
I'm learning loads more about, I'm quite into videography and photography and stuff like that, and I'd like to put more time into it, but because I have busy job doing other things, I'm having to kind of learn little bits here and there. So I find Instagram Reels are very good at feeding you stuff once you start honing in on something. You know what the algorithm's like. You watch one video about pottery, suddenly you get 20 videos about pottery.
Or you'll be careful about that, because you watch one video about goth girls and suddenly they're there.
Well, we know how you feel about that.
My favourite.
Is that a shout out?
That's already come up in therapy, so don't worry.
Okay, fine. Anyway, aside from goth girls, but yeah, so I've obviously started doing more research into video editing, so it's showing me loads of new tips and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I just think that social media, we moan about it a lot, but you can actually get so much good free information out of it. And also, if you really want to learn about something new, I think you can play the algorithm to your advantage, and it'll feed you loads of interesting things.
I agree.
So yeah, that's what I've kind of been up to in the last however long. But I'm still filming that basketball team, and that's kind of going quite well. You should come to a game; you might quite enjoy it.
Yeah, we'll go to a game.
When's the next home game?
Sunday at 4:00 is a cup match. If they're playing Essex. And but it's entirely up to you if you want to come. But
I'd love to come.
I'll go when Mike goes. Don't go when I get scared.
No, I understand that. That's entirely.
What are you doing on Sunday?
I'm meant to be working at 5, but I can do it earlier.
When's the game?
4:00.
I can move it.
Anyway, it's up to you.
I can make.
Let's consult.
Yeah, I can move it easily.
Let's take this off air.
Also, I've got a story about Reading Rockets. I've known about them longer than
anyone else. Have you played
else.
for them or something?
Be me. You're over this. 17 years old. Newquay. You know, everyone used to go to Newquay after GCSEs and and stuff. So I'm there in Newquay with my friends, obviously being a bit of a menace as you do.
That classic.
And I was, still am, to be fair. And some guy comes up to us and he goes, "Where are you from?" And then I'm like, "Reading." And all I hear is him scream, "Reading Rockets sound as fuck." And then I was like, "Who?" He goes, "Basketball team," and walked off.
Nice.
Does it? His name was Conrad. I'm pretty sure I've got him on Facebook still.
That sounds like a very Newquay thing to happen.
Some fella called Conrad Big fan of the Rockets, evidently.
Yeah, he's a basketball player himself.
I wanted to let you know.
Yeah, Eddie told me, and that's the first I ever heard of them. That was 12 years ago, so you know what?
You've still not been to a game?
No, I know. Well, that's going to change, isn't it?
Yeah. Sound as fuck.
Something else happened to me today. I got dumped.
By who?
I've been dumped.
By who? Don't say your wife, because otherwise we're going to have a therapy session.
It's not by my wife, thankfully. She's
not by your boyfriend.
You're kind of weird because you live here still.
By my cleaner.
Your cleaner dumped you. How dirty is your house? Your house is very clean. What's going on?
It's like a show home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how bad were your skids?
So, like, I don't know why. I think she made out like it's because she wanted to reduce her hours of the amount of people she sees from 8 hours to 6.
It's not you, it's me.
And I'm like, well... Yeah. I give you my house is generally very low maintenance. I don't have kids or anything. We have to do the pre-clean. Like before she comes, we have to clean the house before she comes. And I'm at the point where I'm saying, should we hire another cleaner to clean before the cleaner comes? But then it'll be like, yeah, that's a good idea. But then we have to clean before the pre-clean cleaner comes.
So you're just prolonging or expanding the chain of clean.
It's like Inception, but cleaning.
Cleanception.
Yeah, cleanception, if you will. So I don't really understand. I mean, the only other thing I can think is geographically, she's looking for clients more local to her.
Where's she?
I don't know. I haven't asked her that.
She might be down the road.
Maybe you're a difficult client.
That's what I'm thinking.
Do you drive a hard standard? You can't.
I reckon.
You're just like.
We offered her more money. She was like, "It's not the money, it's the time. I'm just cutting back on my hours." And I'm like, "Well, fuck you then."
She listened to the podcast.
Get out of it. No, of course not.
Well, I bet she might. She had that poo story last week, and she's like, "You know, I'm done with him."
But
he could poo anywhere.
On the plus side, as part of her breakup, she thought that she could win us over by bringing us a little box of Krispy Kremes.
That's really cute.
Well, I'm won over.
In the breakup, she brought us Krispy Kremes, but I thought I'd just let you guys eat them. So
cheers, mate.
Does anyone
really? I'll have a Krispy Kreme.
These are my favourite ones.
Thanks, mate. Those ones.
I love these. These are my favourite.
I like the classic.
But yeah, so there's always a silver lining to a breakup, is what I'm saying. And in this case, she brought donuts. Imagine if when girls broke up with you, they brought food. I mean, how much easier would that be?
Every time I've been dumped and heartbroken, I just go to a spiral of I can't eat and I throw up. So save it for another day. Break up with me, then come to me in a year with the platter. Then we'll talk about.
As long as they don't bring you cutlery in the process, it's fine.
Yeah, all the knives are out my house now.
What's your cleaner's name?
She's single for cleaning.
I know. I'm not giving her a fucking shout out. She can get fucked.
No, but
if you're listening, thank you for the donuts.
He's not salty, by the way. He's mourning the loss of his imagined future with this cleaner. Some say cleaner, others say mistress. Who knows?
She did a good bathroom though. She did, like, the glass in my bathroom is always like, you know, when you get a shower glass, it can get a bit frosty.
Yeah.
With the old lime scale, she did a good bath. She never a mark on it. So I'm grateful for that, but otherwise, she is replaceable. That's what I'm going to say.
Wow, all girls are the same. Question.
Wow, deep.
Do you piss in the shower?
Bizarrely, I was going to ask you that earlier.
Is it? You already know the answer. Do you?
What's your answer?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, always.
Then yes.
Where do I not? I pissed on my dog once.
I pissed on myself once.
I'll do that every day.
No, but not anywhere near a shower.
Oh yeah, but all the time.
Oh, and yeah, I'm the one who's bad for having to take a dump out in public when I'm running.
Mike.
Do you know what mine was?
Go on, were you drunk?
No. You can't really sell piss. You drunk and you peed on yourself.
Yeah, so you know the waistband trick?
Yes. I know, where you the boner one.
Yeah.
Get a boner, tuck up there.
I had no reason to have an erection, but I had one.
Was it a wee erection though? There's 3 types of boner.
Don't know what that is.
Well, you got a boredom boner, a horny boner, or I need a wee boner. Those are the 3 types of boners
I never get an erection when I need to go for a piss.
Never needed a wee then.
I feel like... okay, anyway, I'm going to move on from that because I feel there's something to unpack there another time. So I did the trick, and then I unzipped... because I was drunk.
What is this? Something about Mary? How'd you get?
Yeah, so no, I unzipped, and I think I pulled out another part of me, thinking
you pulled out.
I basically pulled out my balls, and then just pushed, and then before I knew it,
pissed up.
Yeah,
so
pissed right on my chest.
You grabbed your balls thinking they were your shaft, and then started peeing.
Yeah. Because I don't get well, I only pulled out a little bit of it. I don't need to pull out like the full.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you pull your trousers down when you go for a piss?
If I'm in the urinal, I'll just get naked.
Yeah,
I can imagine he stands there with them down around his ankles.
I do that in public.
The reason why I think I'm mistaken because I don't get an erection when I go to the toilet. So
you played.
If that had happened, then maybe I would have been like, I need to make sure that I
asked my dad once when I was probably 8 years old. I said, Dad, what happens if you're having sex with a woman and you're weeing her? He goes, I should probably get an infection. And that's it, really. But yeah, well, I need to.
It would be better if he said, ask your mum.
Oh god, that'd be embarrassing. Like, why are you doing that? Oh, that would make me feel sick. My mum comes up to me the other day and goes, Harry, what's friends with benefits? I was like,
hang on, roll it back. So slow it down. You need to talk slower.
My mum's got a new boss, and she goes, apparently her new boss has 3 friends with benefits. She's like 50 something. My mum's 60, probably 60. I don't know how she 61. And then she was like, she tells me I need friends with benefits, Harry. What are those? I said, you know what, mum? Generational difference.
Is that like a nectar card?
Yeah, I was like, you know what? Generational thing you don't
gives
need
me a
to
lift
know.
to work.
Yeah.
I said, yeah,
Helps me around the house.
So don't worry. I said, just enjoy walking your dogs. That's good enough. And she
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
Okay, yeah, I don't think I want those friends. I said, no, all your friends have their own benefits, mum. Remember that. But yeah, I weed on my dog once. Not on purpose. I was in the garden, my old house. I just had weeing in the bush, as you do. It was probably like,
and didn't realise the dog was asleep in the bush.
well, it wasn't even asleep. It just walked into the bush. I didn't realise. Then the dog comes out caked in piss. I'm like, I'm so sorry, man. I was like, honestly, I was gutted. My sister then comes home, drunk, cuddles the
Pisses
dog.
on the dog.
Cuddles the dog, like giving him like a kiss and shit. And she's like, Harry, why does the dog stink of piss? I was like, that's crazy. You're right, he does. I don't know what that is. It's mad. I'm like, it's crazy. I must be smelly rain. It wasn't raining. It was middle of summer.
That's
by the way.
The other Prince song, "Smelly Rain."
Literally, it was middle of summer, and then she's like, he stinks of urine. I was like, I couldn't tell you.
It's all the sweat.
I was like, that's crazy. I'd never understood that. And then probably about 2 weeks ago, I said to her, I was like, Pig, remember when you gave Bo a hug and he stunk of piss? She was like, yeah. I was like, I did that, Tim. She was like, you're such... Well, he's dead now. I want to clarify that's not why he's dead. But yeah, that's my wee story of the day.
Good.
So I'm glad we got that out there.
Yeah, same.
He's weed on himself. I've weed on dog and myself. You've weed on the shower.
I sometimes, people ask me about this podcast, and I don't recommend it anymore, because ultimately the first thing they do when they listen to an episode is they get this bit of the show.
The best bit.
Yeah.
This is a mindfulness exercise we do in therapy, where we're trying to be more present.
Oh, we're fucking present, all right.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
But we're on TikTok now, aren't we?
Yeah, if you're watching this, we're on TikTok uploading frequently. We've been uploading 3 times a day for the last 2 days, so it's going well. I've got 20-something things drafted.
I think one thing it has brought to light is the fact that we talk very quickly. Like when it does the subtitles, they are blitzing through because of the speed that we talk.
Sorry that we're overachievers. Do better.
Okay, fine.
Listen slower. Thought about that?
Yeah, okay. Can you slow... I don't know.
You can on YouTube. You can turn that playback speed to 0.5.
God, people should probably do that with you, I would imagine.
Yeah, probably.
Bit hyperactive.
And you're harnessing some new technology to do that.
No, it's all us. We're editing it all ourselves.
No, I think people can know.
Yeah, I've got this AI. I pay 20 quid. I pay this 20 quid a month, and it does it for me because I'm not putting that time into that.
Yeah.
It does the captions better than I would. So
yeah, fair.
It is brilliant how AI can make life better for us. But we are all losing our jobs at some point.
The reason why I mention it is because one of the questions I got is about AI.
Oh,
well, about AI PTs.
Yes.
Really?
I think I brought that up in a previous show. We did speak about ChatGPT because I got it to write us a little plan, didn't I?
My therapist used ChatGPT yesterday on me. Good old Lucy. She was like,
she's there just typing away.
Yeah, and she charges you for that.
Yeah, literally. She was like, we talked about like
consult this other.
I'm sorry, Harry. I've really run out of ways to kind of help you, so I'm just going to ask ChatGPT because it might have a better idea.
Yeah, probably. To be fair, my therapist before that said, I don't know how to help you, Harry. I was like, well, that's brilliant, isn't it? Thanks.
What does it mean when a client constantly mentions pee?
Why does he keep weeing on animals, and why does Mike keep weeing on himself?
Okay, it happened once. It's not keep.
I bet it happened more than once. You don't want to tell me about.
No,
yeah, I'll get a voice.
I don't think you do that again. Do you know what I mean? That happens once, and you're like,
to make it true.
Have you ever wet the bed? Like not being a child.
I had friends that would get so drunk that they would just either wet the bed or they couldn't be bothered to leave the room to go to the toilet, so they'd just pee in the corner. They were that drunk.
My friend used to have when he was sober, a potty in his room. He just pee in the potty.
I mean, at least there's some sort of logistics and hygiene to a potty.
They pour out the window.
Oh, well, that's a bit weird.
Onto the sidewalk over his
This is like
porch.
Victorian times.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
In halls, I had a sink, and everyone had a sink in their room, and that sink got used for everything.
Someone commented saying their husband pisses in the sink.
No, I don't understand that when there's a toilet next to it.
Yeah, man, me neither.
Can we leave the piss alone now, because we've done a lot.
We're taking the piss, aren't we?
We've done a lot of piss in this episode.
I hate him. What are the topics of today?
He's getting pissed off.
Yeah, but we don't.
Who did that?
The whole point was we were going to have a chat about what we were going to talk about today.
Oh, what do you want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about?
I've spoken about it already.
Fine. Michael, what do you want to talk about?
I feel like I've said enough.
Right, so that's the end of the show.
Anyway, thanks for coming.
No, you can start the show and I reckon we'll figure it out.
We'll
figure out. Let's try and see if we can figure this out.
Fine.
Oh God,
He's just like, fuck it.
He's grumpy.
Hello, welcome. We're all just like flying by the seat of our pants here today, everyone. We've been talking a lot about all sorts of lovely stuff, as you've probably had. I don't know if anyone actually skips to the intro because
I would
on this occasion.
Yeah. We need like a kind of a marker where you can avoid all that bizarre conversation.
Thumbnail: skip to intro.
Yeah, skip the intro. Yes, but anyway, this is episode 25. Can't believe we've made it this far once again. 25. We're building up beautifully now. We're on TikTok, we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram. Where are we going to be next?
Where else are we going to get cancelled from?
Yeah, I was going to say, what's coming?
But yes, obviously, this is Pump Fiction. I am Christy Fellows, Radical Mike, aka Michael Carter, and Harry Moore, aka Harry_TFNL. I don't know why I feel the need to throw all that out there so soon, but we have all been flying so quickly around. We don't really know what we're going to talk about right now, unless Michael has got something for us.
I do have some questions.
Yeah, I've just heard one of them.
No, that one we can't say because I don't want to answer that one. One of them is, what fitness trend can you see picking up steam in the next year or two?
Fitness trend.
Fitness trend. What do you think is inbound?
Well, we talked about high rocks, but I don't really see it making any traction.
I feel like that's kind of got its kind of levels.
It's found its niche. And obviously CrossFit's been and gone.
Yeah, CrossFit's a bit down on its arse.
Is CrossFit going down, do we think?
It got bought out and then...
I heard about that, yeah.
Yeah, and then they tried to do it all again and it's just...
I know the biggest thing I see floating around now is Ozempic, those like fat loss medications and things.
Oh, yeah, I've seen a lot of the jabs that are coming back in.
Snake oil.
No, it's actually...
Probably.
Well, apparently it's actually like in the NHS used to treat obesity. So apparently it's actually a thing, and I can't remember what it does. I think I might be wrong. I'm checking.
Is it like an appetite suppressant?
I think it heavily suppresses your appetite.
It's got to be. What else can it be?
When in reality, I'm just thinking about, okay, riddle me this. You ready for this? So take a medication that might have some horrendous side effects, because medications can have some pretty nasty side effects. Or, hear me out, eat less, move more.
Whoa.
No, you can't do that.
Naughty. That's naughty.
Don't give them this.
So one of
who needs a PT? My
wife had an email from a potential client today who's like really keen to get moving on everything. He's got it all figured out. He needs. I want 1 session a week, and then I want basically you to advise him on plans for the rest of the time. And then dietary wise, I'm thinking I'm going to do fasting for the diet, where I've been doing a lot of reading apparently, and apparently a lot of doctors support this. You have one meal a day, which is like grass-fed meat with like whole vegetables, and you get all your nutrients in one meal, and and then the rest of the time you just drink water. And then also, by the way, I want you to help me to lose fat and gain muscle at the same time. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, you're not going to be doing a lot of gaining muscle if you're only having one meal a day that's 800 calories.
You're not going to be doing a lot of consistency in that, because you know you're going to slip up and you're going to binge when you see a cookie.
But this is the thing, like with the whole fasting thing, I mean, people still talk about that a lot, I find, and like it has its positives in that it's easy to stick to, isn't it? Let's be honest, if it's just like a time scale.
Yeah, smaller window to actually eat.
Yeah, but ultimately I could eat a lot in a very small window.
Yeah, you can. You're a big mess.
I'm very good at that.
Yeah, same.
But yeah, so I do still question whether the whole intermittent fasting thing has its place. When really you just need to be consistently eating a little bit less and moving a bit more.
I think it literally is just another means of maybe making it a bit easier to go into calorie deficit, because you have a smaller window to eat. Do I think there are amazing benefits to it? No, not really. I think it's just...
But then I get people who do like water fasting or whatever for like 72 hours.
Then I think you're an absolute numpty.
But a lot of people say it's about the whole detox thing. How do we feel about
if your body
we have organs that do
literally that. If you need to detox, then you better get a new liver.
Talk to me about detoxing then. What are your thoughts on detoxing?
I think if you need something, or a pill, or like a dietary massive change to detox your body, then Chairman, go doctor, your liver looks like it's failing. You know, your organs do that for you. You don't need to do it. Stop being a sausage, okay?
Have you seen that stuff, that tape that you can swallow?
Oh,
and you literally eat. It's like this long tape.
tapeworm.
Yeah, literally.
Tapeworm. And literally, you swallow the whole, you literally, and then it comes out the other end, and then you just pull it out.
That doesn't sound healthy.
Well, like the stuff that they catch flies with, and you just
Probably
stuff
from the same shop.
That doesn't sound healthy.
Can't you just get colonic irrigation or something? Have you ever had a colonic irrigation?
I've not, but I feel like that could be a podcast episode for Harry.
Oh, for me.
Pump him full of warm water.
Yeah, you always talk about how clean your chocolate starfish is.
Yeah, 100%. Trust.
All the time.
Literally, find me. Honestly, if someone came to me, life or death, they're like, you need to have a clean bum hole right now, I'd live. I've
just Googled what the fitness trends are for 2023, and the answers are so dumb. It's all the same stuff.
They aren't changing.
Wearable technology, HIIT training, functional fitness. Personal training's a trend this year, apparently.
No, come on, where's this come from? This is just like
Google, innit?
Just sources across the web, because apparently that's legitimate now.
I hate it.
I saw an article the other day that apparently creatine is helping people with long COVID.
Oh, I heard about that, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You mentioned that, didn't you? Makes sense. I mean, like the whole cognitive, because it's the whole brain fog thing that people are starting to get from long COVID.
I looked at that for my master's, the impact of creatine intake on cognitive function. One of my mini projects.
I always forget to take creatine. I've got tubs of it. I just never get around to taking it.
I think we mentioned this before. I think creatine is one of those things I think everyone should take it if they can.
100%.
It just has so many benefits that are not to do with muscle building.
And everyone says, all the side effects that come up. Oh, it gives me headaches. It's bad for my skin.
Drink more water.
Literally, all these things. Just in general, just drink enough water. And all these side effects probably just come from your shit diet, to be honest. Yeah. They're like, creatine's giving me headaches, but I sleep 2 hours a day, have a litre of water every 3 days, and then I eat.
Someone was like, I don't want to take creatine before I go to bed. I was like, why? Because it would keep me up.
Yeah, man, I love that.
It's not a stimulant.
I was saying stimulant properties of creatine. I think before I go to bed, I'm still juiced. Boom.
Yeah, and you don't sleep at all.
Yeah, there you go. So, wine, red guy.
It's all creatine.
Yeah, it's all that. I've been injecting creatine into my bum.
Michael?
Could AI ever replace a good coach? We have covered this a long time ago, but what do we feel now that AI has moved on? Do we feel...
I think ultimately AI will write you a plan. Yeah. It will write you a plan.
Probably not a bad one.
Yeah, it will write you perfectly reasonable workout plans for the general person. But then maybe, I don't know, maybe we haven't challenged it enough. Maybe we could challenge AI and say, these are my goals. You could be more specific about yourself, and maybe it will come back with a more specific plan.
I would be interested to see.
I think that AI from a programming perspective could probably do an okay job, but from an emotional support and connective perspective, I don't think it'll ever replace humans.
Like ultimately...
And that's really important in coaching, I think.
Well, because we relate to each other because we're animals, aren't we?
Yeah, and also
a computer can't do that.
If I'm having a shitter, I want to talk to my coach about that. I don't want to talk to a computer, and I don't think you're ever going to change just the emotional intelligence of human-to-human interaction.
And actually, it can mimic, but imagine if it always tries to give you what you need. In a way, you kind of need to be challenged sometimes, and a human will do that because of not everyone always interprets things properly.
Executive function
it's
as well.
It's emotion at the end of the day. It can't do emotion, so therefore it's that kind of interplay between client.
The whole Blade Runner thing.
The other thing is, I think from a coaching perspective, programming is almost like not the least important bit. It's the most basic part of it. It's when we spoke about previously.
It's the ones and zeros, isn't it?
Yeah, it's what we spoke about previously. It's about the forward planning, the emotional connection, the kind of emotional support to help people work through tough times. AI can't replace any of that. No. That comes from experience and human-to-human connection. The programming is the most basic thing you can find on Google anyway.
And at the moment, it all is written, and there's so much we communicate non-verbally that until it can start to pick up on those things, I just think that you just won't be able to replace a good coach.
Yeah, I agree. And also
and the nuance of life experience. AI doesn't have life experience, it just has a collection of aggregated data, and it'll be like, here's what the data says, but think of all the things that data says this, and actually
in reality it's not anecdotal evidence, it's still evidence.
So
I saw a study, albeit on Instagram Reels, but it was a Harvard study that said that they had two groups of people, that one had a breakfast that was just protein and fats, and the other one had oats, essentially, like carby breakfast, obviously sugars essentially. And these groups of people were in a room, and then they monitored how soon after they had that they were pressing a button to have more food delivered because they were feeling hungry again. And the group of people that had the oats were the hungriest way sooner than the group of people that just had the protein and fats for breakfast.
Well, fats and protein is more satiating, usually slower digesting. So
like inadvertently over the last few months or so, I've just basically, I don't know why, maybe it's because I've been quietly trying to cut a few more calories out, but for breakfast I was previously having eggs, cheese and rice, my random collaboration.
That's a Ronnie Coleman meal.
Well, no, it was these sticky rice, 2 whole eggs, 5 egg whites, and a slice of Leerdammer. And then I mix it all together.
Fancy.
Yeah,
I like it.
That's bougie. I'd have Pop-Tarts.
But then in recent months I cut out the rice. So I was just having... for breakfast now, I just have the eggs and the slice of Leerdammer. And for whatever reason, I don't get hunger pangs until like 10:30, 11.
For the fats, yeah.
And I just find it interesting, I suppose, that it's just, for me, it was a simple way just to cut out a few calories, but not... I wasn't feeling any hungrier as a result of doing that.
No, and you can use proteins and fats to slow down the absorption of all of the nutrients. Like if you eat carbs on their own and then pair them with a fat or a protein, it slows it down. So
I think that's the funny thing about people who diet, is that they think, I've got to cut out fats, but the minute you do that, you're probably going to find yourself being hungrier than you would have been had you not done that.
And also fat consumption in general is so important for hormone regulation. And so many things. Like honestly, like men can kind of get away with like hammering fats for a very short period of time, but women, it's far more detrimental to women. But even that, like if I'm ever going to hammer my fats down to really low, it'll be for like 1 to 3 weeks, where it's not long enough to have a lasting effect on my testosterone levels.
What do you consider to be really low fats?
I mean, if I was dropping sub 20, like realistically for people, unless you're
quite hard to do that as well.
It's borderline. It's very hard, but
basically
I think
you'd be on egg whites and white fish.
For most people, I typically say
protein.
Like the lowest I'd ever drop fats is like mid 40s, maybe even like anywhere from 40 to 50, and even that, it really depends on the person, their weight, like their gender, so many things. But like I just don't like dropping fats, ideally below like normally around the kind of 50, give or take.
You're quite a big guy, so that's
even for other people, even for women, I don't like dropping their fats below 45, 50, around that region. Just because I think just hormone regulation is so fundamental that so many people overlook. They'll cut out fats because obviously it's the most calorie dense macronutrient, but then they're like, yeah, I've lost my period, I feel like shit, XYZ. I'm so like, probably need more fat in your diet then, don't you?
Yeah.
But the easiest one to manipulate is just carbs.
What's the one we don't need?
Yeah.
Of the 3.
Yeah.
So
obviously proteins can be exceptionally important when looking at like muscle gain, muscle retention, all sorts. Fats, obviously hormone regulation, all sorts.
Bones as well, yeah. People think that it's calcium is the one that is most important for like bone health and bone density.
They disproved that, didn't they?
Yeah, protein's actually way more important for that.
They say drink milk for strong bones. They're like, actually,
no, calcium's not. Yeah, it's not as important. I think as well, like with the whole fats, it's just that harks back to the thing of fats make you fat, because it make in a really kind of like basic way, it makes sense. It's like, you put fat in, it stores as fat. Okay, well, don't eat as much fat. I remember hearing a story about how that kind of came about, and it was something to do with like in America they had this whole idea of the farmers needed to grow the crops and they could only grow cornstarch, and it was like, well, we'll subsidize that. Well, how do we get more people to use more cornstarch? We'll put it more in food. What could it replace? It could replace fats. How do we get rid of fats? Literally found one doctor that was literally just like, when you put fat down a drain, it blocks the drain, so when you eat fat, that's what it does to your body. And everyone went, makes sense. Not thinking about what fat does when it goes into your body and gets digested and broken down. No, that's magic. That doesn't happen. And that literally caused a whole generation of people to be like, low fat food is so good. Low fat food tastes shit. So what do you put in it? Oh, sugar.
Yeah. You just fill up. You basically
cornstarch. Yeah, brilliant.
You just you fill up the calories elsewhere with it. I think it really, like when it comes to how much of anything to eat, it really just depend on the gender, the person, the goal, all sorts. But the whole notion of fat makes you fat is just like you said. I get where you put 2 and 2 together, fat, but it's so stupid.
Some of the people I work with that are like in their early 20s, like it's been really interesting educating people that are curious. They want to know, but when you obviously ask them what they know, you're like, wow, really? I think it's just passed on from parents.
Well, it's
as well.
generational learning, isn't it?
Yeah.
They basically
Their parents don't do it. Like, why don't you do that? Or it makes me fat.
Well, you grow up saying, "Oh, you've got to eat this, and this," because your parents said this is what a balanced diet looks like.
Yeah.
But that's what their parents taught them, and if you keep passing that on, it's essentially social learning theory. If they learn to behaviour and they've adopted that as normal, my parents tell me fat makes you fat when I was a kid, so obviously fat does make you fat because they must be right. Then actually, it's unlearning that behaviour, being like, shit, maybe it doesn't. Maybe too much of anything makes you fat.
And they're like, don't eat those sweets, are bad for you. And it's like, I'm pretty sure you grew up eating sugar sandwiches.
Same with
what is going on?
With salt as well. Everyone's like, oh, don't put salt in your diet, it's really bad for you. It's like, no.
It's so important.
It's so important, honestly.
Do you sweat? Yeah, then you probably need to consume salt.
I think because a lot of times again, I'm just theorising, I think a lot of times when they did these studies of people with high salt diets were experiencing like heart problems, like, yeah, but those people with high salt diets also had exceptionally high body weights. That's probably actually the problem there.
And we're eating meat,
processed food, no micronutrients,
mechanically recovered meat, which is basically they take the bits of the carcass
that you're not meant to eat,
and they turn it into a paste, and then turn it into a meat, and be like, that teddy bear ham you're eating. Don't know how much meat's in that.
I used to love that old
Me too.
Billy Bear ham.
Boom, straight in.
It's like identifying that salt was the easy target there, but in fact that's actually probably the least of your concerns. Look at everything else you're doing wrong.
Causation, correlation.
Yeah, even Stan Efferding for his athletes, his NFL athletes, he's like, I make them eat 10 grams of salt before training, and it's only benefit them. Even when I train, I still have half a teaspoon of salt every session beforehand.
Yeah, nice.
I think that my breakdown at the end of the London Marathon earlier this year was because ultimately I hadn't taken on enough salt beforehand. Yeah,
because especially with how much you're sweating, and for that long period, you need to get that salt in.
Well, I do obviously take energy gels and stuff like that with me, but I do think that they don't have, because I do sweat a lot, and for whatever reason, I find that when I run, I'm blowing out of my nose a lot more than anyone else I run with. I feel like I'm blowing like fluids out of my nose a lot. I don't know why. But I don't know if that's a big deal or not. But I do feel I lose a lot of fluids in general, and therefore a lot of salt in general. Therefore, I did two runs in the last 2 weeks, long ones, and I did a really long one 2 weekends ago. And at the end of it, my legs were cramping up, awful. Didn't really want to train for the next few days after that. Had big problems. I did another one this Sunday just gone, where I made sure I took loads of extra water, had extra bits beforehand, and after the run I felt absolutely fine. Like the next day I could have gone again. So the impact that getting your nutrients right and your salts right on recovery is huge.
Oh, diet is so overlooked, and it is small things that make a massive difference. Salt intake, even carb timing when you're really when you're doing big runs and stuff like that. It's like things that you don't really need to think about massively. You just got to say, actually I probably eat this now, actually I probably have a bit more salt in my diet, but those small things can make such a difference. Just
move the needle slightly. Doesn't need to be a big drastic wholesale change.
Just absolutely. It's just making those little changes. But so by the way, so the ring at the door, my neighbour has brought me some peanut butter cookies that they've made.
Get out. Peanut butter.
So we had a donut.
No, you're not eating these.
Oh well, that's awkward.
I'm bringing some cookies next time.
Thanks, mate.
Not you.
I thought we were going to do a cookie baking thing where we all baked cookies and then tested who made the best cookies. Did we not discuss that?
Mike's probably thinking right now, do I have the time to bake cookies?
No,
do I know how to bake cookies?
I was just going to get Aunt Bessie's
I was going to go to Costco. Have you had those cookies?
Yeah, they're good. They're good.
They're all right.
Look at Cookie Snob over here.
They're all right.
Go on, what's your go-to cookie, Chris?
Ben's.
Yeah,
I don't
have a word with Ben.
I don't really.
I like a Maryland.
I'll give Ben a 1-2, skip a few.
Ben's a good man.
Poor Ben's just there grinding in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And just get out.
Shut up, Ben.
Ben's oatmeal and raisin. Oatmeal and raisin is probbe my favourite.
Is it Millie's Cookies? Is that another one?
Yeah. I find they're little shitty greasy things.
Okay.
Someone's upset Chris today.
Yeah.
You asked for my opinion.
No, I did. And now I wish I hadn't.
Serious question though.
Oh, here we go.
Who would win in a fight between
Ben?
I just said Ben. After I clap him.
What, Millie and Ben?
Yeah. Ben's absolutely just clapping
dark horse.
Who would win in a fight between Gandalf and Dumbledore?
I reckon Dumbledore. I reckon that man's going to do some unforgivable curses on him. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Yeah, do you reckon?
Yeah, no, I reckon Dumbledore.
I reckon
just out of pure power.
You haven't. What? I don't know. Gandalf did some pretty wild stuff.
Nah, I reckon.
He did fall into wherever it was.
Yeah, he did that on purpose, didn't he? Yeah, he did that on purpose. He knew he had to.
You fools.
Yeah, but I reckon if he wanted to, he could have clapped some man.
No, that scene when he comes down though in Two Towers on the horse, epic.
Okay, so
never seen Dumbledore ride a horse. Just saying, doesn't need to.
Dumbledore does that.
He wears a
Exactly,
around a broom.
No, he Phoenix claps.
What? Phoenix clap? That sounds like something you...
I've seen that on the websites before.
Yeah, I've been on the internet. I've seen
been
Phoenix clap.
on the hubs. But I no, I reckon Dumbledore absolutely batter him, honestly.
Yeah, he's got a bigger playbook.
100%.
Because Gandalf has his stick.
I've got a stick.
And he knows lots of things that have happened.
It's more of a staff than a stick.
Yeah.
It's a bit... I better find a better stick outside.
Probably.
I'm bringing one next week.
Sticks.
We did have some people commenting their favourite movies and such.
Oh, really?
God, let's mock them.
Because obviously we talked about some of our favourite movies in the last one. Obviously,
people like that.
The movie,
they loved it. Yeah.
Movie chat. I don't know. We can't really keep. It's not. We can discuss other movies, perhaps.
Someone said about our favourite books.
I don't really read a lot.
I can't read.
I listen to audiobooks.
I'm a good reader, but I just don't get around to it.
I'm not a good reader. I have to go back over a sentence over and over again, and I read about this the other day. It's something to do with my ADHD.
I was going to say, I bet your ADHD brain is a boom, boom.
I'm like, just understand it. Oh, I've forgotten what I was doing. Hang on a minute.
Every word.
What's that noise?
I quite like The Wasp Factory, which is Ian Banks. That's
Lost Connections by Johan Hari. The fundamental root of depression, anxiety in society. It's quite a good one.
I listened to Alex Hormozy's whatever it was, gym launch the other day as an audiobook.
There's a new we talked about it before. There's a new Leo film coming out. It's supposed to be quite good. But are we
going to watch it together?
We could do. You might.
Have you guys seen Barbie?
No.
Yeah, I have.
No,
I saw it. Yeah.
Oh, why don't you want to see Barbie?
Not really interested in seeing Barbie.
I'm not gonna lie. Don't blame you.
Yeah.
Is it not?
Have you seen Barbie?
No.
I've seen it. Just not my kind of movie. The thing is, obviously, I'm going to throw this out. Don't cry about this. Don't pipe up. Sit down. Everyone went on this whole big anti-woke culture thing. Oh, they're doing this, anti-men, they're anti-women. I was just trying to say, it's a fucking movie, man. It's actually not that deep. And also, firstly, from the woke side of things, whatever you want to call it, that's what they kind of labelled it online, is I can understand how people could perceive it as anti-men, but I can also understand how people perceive it as anti-women, and I also understand how people perceive it as anti-no one. I think it really depends on the lens in which you're watching the movie.
It's fucking Barbie,
yeah,
man.
but if you watch the movie, you'll understand.
Yeah.
But if you go in with a negative lens of this is going to be anti-women, then you're right. It probably is in your eyes. But if you go in with a neutral lens of this is just a Barbie movie, then it is probably just a Barbie movie.
I heard someone describe it as it dumbs down the idea of the patriarchy, it hits people to understand it exists. I haven't seen it, so I'm actually not. I don't have a comment. I want to watch it.
Yeah,
I've heard it's good though.
I think it's worth watching from a social and political perspective of kind of understanding what people are saying. But I also feel like at the end of the day, like I said, it's just a Barbie movie, to be honest. And whether the outcome you take of it really depends from which lens you watched it in.
Well, your viewpoint to begin with.
Yeah, if you go in with a negative mindset, you're going to think a negative.
And also,
movie.
I don't think you should come out of a film and be like, right, this is what I believe now.
Yeah, I came out and I said to myself, you know what, not my kind of movie. Going to be honest with you, it's just Barbie is not my thing. But I can appreciate the message they're promoting. I can appreciate the production value of it. Great acting. The cast was
fantastic. Soundtrack was supposed to be very good.
Soundtrack was good. First 15 minutes of it was a bit wild. Fell asleep. Going to be honest with you, it was a bit weird. I was tired. But at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? I'm glad I watched it. Not my kind of movie, and it's just Barbie. Really, I preferred Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer's good though.
It was good. Yeah.
Do you know what film that I don't know, just thinking of random films that I recommend that I think are really good that may be underrated. Have you seen Parasite?
No, but apparently it's really good.
No. It is really good.
It got an Oscar, didn't it?
It did. It's Boone, what's his name? He's the
Korean film.
It's a Korean director, his name's Boone. Really good, recommend it. It's as long as you don't mind a subtitle, it's a fantastic.
Oh no, I love a subtitle.
Is it
it's a fantastic
Prisoners with Hugh Jackman?
Oh no, I've not seen that.
Oh, trust me, homework. It's Jake Gyllenhaal, Hugh Jackman. I think it's called Prisoners, or something like that. You would like. Trust me.
I will look into it.
Yeah, very good. Acting's insane.
A film I watched recently, Wes Anderson's recent one, which is the Asteroid City.
Oh, I don't know about
that. Yeah.
Are you a Wes Anderson?
I do. I love his stuff.
I absolutely love Grand Budapest Hotel.
That is such a good film.
I
know.
Flip and love that film.
It is a really good film. It's just the way that it's
his cinematic. It's his kind of it's Wes Anderson's bizarre viewpoint of how he puts films together, his shots and his color schemes. He's very specific about color grading on certain shots for certain things.
I watched a whole YouTube video about it and how you can see the different stuff, because I find that really interesting, how
all the different Pantones and things like that,
and how he shoots things of he'll shoot a lot of kind of facing on almost POV stuff.
Yeah,
between characters. So it's Yeah, that's cool.
Right.
There you go.
Prisoners.
That's your movie chat. Oh, we should look at the stuff that people said they...
yeah, what are you watching? What
can we watch?
What are you scoundrels watching? You bloody rascals.
Someone said... first gig they ever went to, because we talked about gigs as well. Yeah. First gig they ever went to was Westlife, Don't Judge.
Absolute banging. Honestly, what a band.
I mean, if you went to see them at their peak, I can imagine that was quite good.
Yeah, 100%. I'd go there.
And the best gig I've ever been to has to be Rammstein.
Yeah, I can. Their production,
although, ask me again after I've seen Sleep Token in December.
What a band.
Who said that?
I bet it was Meg. Was it Meg?
It was Meg.
I knew it.
I'm going to go see them in December.
I looked to get tickets, but they've sold out now, so I'm living that.
They sold out in minutes. And they did another re-release. And
next time they tour.
Yeah. I love them. I've seen them 4 times now.
Like Lorna Shaw, my number 1.
Yeah.
Sleep Token, my number 2.
Yeah, man.
Jennifer says that her favourite movies are Chipmunk Adventures Around the World, Boondock Saints, and Snatch.
Snatch is a good film.
Movie,
yeah. Watch that.
She also says please do some merch.
If people would actually buy it, then we will, but I don't know if anyone would.
I reckon you could just whack that on a t-shirt. I'd wear that.
I feel like
the logo is a bit limiting.
I feel like the logo is a bit bland. I feel like we could do with a revamp of it. I mean, but I don't know.
The name, we keep Pulp Fiction as a name, bang.
Why don't we ask our listeners if they could come up with something?
Potentially. I mean, I designed that logo.
He wants to do it.
No, I don't. Because I'm not like a designer. Like I'm good with graphics and I'm good at putting stuff together. But like I'm happy to bow to actual designers.
If you make a t-shirt that is simply a logo, you only need to buy it once. If you make t-shirts that are limited runs of different designs,
of course, then
you can collect. That's what I'm going to do with TFNL. Is
if we have a t-shirt that says "Drink Your Water" on it, that's a different thing.
Yeah, with TFNL, I don't want to make a logo t-shirt. I want to make different cool graphic designs each run.
I tell you who's doing a very good job of that is Nathan De Asher, if you know him as a bodybuilder. His clothing that he's putting together, it's all like acid wash t-shirts. And,
that's cool.
And like really cool designs and stuff like general.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Did you hear what happened? Young LA.
Yeah.
Did you hear about
they're basically
the head designer?
Yes.
No. So they've been ripping off Gymshark for years. And then Gymshark, obviously they've got quite big now because of the whole Chris Bumstead stuff and everything else.
Who's this? Sorry,
Young LA.
Young LA.
Yeah,
it's a brand that I think C-Bum was with Gymshark.
Yeah,
he'd left.
They paid him more money.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And then they copy a lot of the designs, and I just think nothing's really that original these days. So whatever, get over yourself.
Yeah.
So they copied all their designs, and then Gymshark they've kind of flip flopped now a little bit in the States. So now Gymshark are like, oh well, we'll kind of do our own knockoff kind of things. And this guy went on this rant.
I saw
and
that
called them all a bunch of
bad words.
Well, he used the F word. Yeah.
Wait, what kind of F word? Not the 4-letter F word or another F word?
No,
the homophobic F word.
That one. Yeah.
No,
just because they copied his designs. And he went on a live and did it on his main story on his main page.
That's
Everyone
too jazzy.
was like... And this was in the middle of the day, so it wasn't even the guy had a bottle of scotch next to him and was just going a bit lit, but he just decided to go in on them. And they were a bit like, 1, you're a hypocrite, 2, why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah, also,
and I think that's
use your words better, man. Don't use that word.
In Chris Bumstead's stuff recently, he's kind of hinted towards he's had to deal with a lot of things. I think that's one of the things is damage limitation with the brand.
Distancing?
Yeah, probably. You would, wouldn't you, with that?
Because that's someone...
Well, it's a bit like when The Rock had to distance himself from Under Armour because the Under Armour owner said some pretty dodgy stuff.
Really?
Anti-Semitic? I can't remember.
It tends to be that, actually. I don't... Yeah, it's not cool, man.
Yeah, sometimes you got to remember you got a platform.
Yeah, and also, I mean, it's wrong to think those things anyway, but also to just play it ahead. What are you going to achieve?
And also, if you
why is that cross?
If for whatever reason you do think there's things, something you just keep to yourself.
I think it was a pro-Trump thing from the CEO.
Oh, that makes sense.
It doesn't surprise me. But obviously, like I said, it's wrong to think there's things anyway. But just if you do, just keep it to yourself.
We're all entitled to opinions at the end of the day, but just be careful with them.
What did Stephen Fry say? Was it Stephen Fry? He goes, opinions are like penises. I'm glad you have one. Fantastic, but don't shove it down my throat without consent.
Okay.
There's another one. It's like opinions like arseholes. Everyone has one, and some of them stink, and some of them are covered in shit. Not yours,
not mine.
But
my opinion's on my
I heard that, and I was like, that made me laugh.
Very good. Just quickly, one more film person.
Go on.
Wheel of Hands.
Never heard of it.
No, that's the name of the person.
Oh yeah, I know them. Yeah. They're in my comments. I like them.
Their favourite films include Scream, Pan's Labyrinth, and Strange Days.
Pan's Labyrinth was quite good.
Spirited Away.
Spirited Away. They're doing a live.
Alien, she put as well. Alien is brilliant.
Alien is a good film.
Do you know what I find amazing about Alien is the fact that it was filmed in the 70s.
Yeah, ahead of its time.
And yet you watch it and you're like, this is like
brilliant.
Yeah. And even like all the graphics, all the kind of like
the Ripley Scott.
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, they're
really good.
They're doing a new Gladiator, aren't they? With the sun.
They are, I think.
Yes.
When I hear this, was this TikTok?
Yeah, no, they are doing a new Gladiator, and it's done by Ridley Scott again.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah,
I've actually never seen Gladiator.
Wow.
Never seen E.T., never seen Titanic, never seen Gladiator, never seen Forrest Gump.
E.T. scared the shit out of me.
I would definitely say.
Gangly fingers.
I would definitely say you should watch Gladiator. Out of all of those, you should watch Gladiator.
Will it send me to my villain arc where I come out of...
I think you'll bloody love it.
I think you just want to go to the gym.
I do it anyway.
You can come around on Friday and watch it if you want.
We do Gladiator night.
If you want.
Wait, which Friday? I'm at stag do this Friday. That's going to be wild. I don't drink. I'm actually anxious about that. I've never been to a stag do.
Who's the stag?
You remember before Max, the big 6'5" dude who's like the genius.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he loves the booze. He's a big drinker.
Oh dear.
Yeah, his whole family, like, they're all big drinkers. I'm the only one who doesn't drink.
Where's the stag?
London.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I've got going on.
It's a bit grown up for you.
I know.
I'll come meet you in London.
Yeah, please. I'll be scared.
You can hand me the drink.
I'll come to London on Friday then.
Yeah.
Well, I'm getting the train at probably at 5:30, 6. I'll be in there.
That's late for a stag.
Well,
you want to be starting at like 1 o'clock.
Well, they're meeting at, I think I'm going with my friend. He finishes work at 5. I finish work at 5 as well. So I say I'm going straight after. But I'm obviously on edge about it because I don't drink. I'm going to be the only sober one there.
I've done plenty of nights because I started cutting back on drinking.
You're never a big drinker anyway.
I used to be when I was younger, but only just because I was young and new to it and all that sort of stuff. But even in my later 20s, I didn't drink as much as others. I was quite happy to drive places because I hated the inconvenience of getting back from stuff.
But then you get the ball ache of having to be the designated driver for loads of people you can't be asked to drive home.
Yeah, but equally, I was one of those people who would still drunkenly make a tit of themselves without actually being drunk.
I do that sober all the time. Yeah, trust me. I'm with you there.
I think it's just because we're quite hyperactive people.
Yeah, I think I'm just a bit unwell.
Well, we know that, but...
Fair enough. That's fair enough, though.
Valid.
But yeah, so... Yeah. Oh, cool. So stag do for you then?
Stag do on Friday, and then the wedding is a week later, I think.
Cool. Well, you'll have to report back on that.
Could go to Loughborough for the wedding.
Oh.
I know. I'm actually... But I'm like, it's going to be good. Like, are they just good people?
I've got a wedding this year I've got to go to.
Oh, where are we going?
Edinburgh.
Nice place. You've been before?
I have once.
Oh, a lovely place.
Smelt like pasties, I seem to remember.
Yeah, probably. But it's a lovely place. Very scenic.
Yeah, no, it's really cool.
Go do the Arthur's... Is it Arthur's chair walk?
Arthur's seat.
Arthur's seat.
The thing is, though, it's like around Christmas time, so the Airbnbs are like ridiculously expensive.
Edinburgh's always quite bad for that anyway, especially around the fringe as well.
It's not. It is a nice place though. It's cold though.
You know, that's okay. My dad lives in Estonia. They get to like ridiculous cold. Oh, he's booked tickets to go see a band that we both like.
Oh, who?
Tesseract. I don't know if you've heard of them. They're like a prog kind of genty thing. So I sent him the new album. He's like, I really like this. Yeah, and he loves prog. I used to see Rush with him whenever they tour. And he was like, right, I've booked Helsinki, so you can fly to me.
Yes.
And then we're gonna do a night in Helsinki. Then we're gonna fly to Stockholm and see them there, and do 2 nights, and then you'll come back. And I was like, okay,
that sounds really fun.
Yeah, I was looking at my diary. I was like, yeah, February. I guess I can free up some time in Feb.
I've booked basketball tickets for February. I'm going to see the Knicks.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
The Lakers versus the Knicks.
Wow. Everyone's forgetting about my birthday. It's crazy.
When's your birthday?
February.
The what?
1st of February.
The 1st?
So I'll be...
Get out the way early.
It's a Thursday.
I will literally be in New York then.
Wow.
I won't be.
Well, guess what we're doing?
Yeah.
Don't know what we're
going to New York.
We're going to New York.
Come to New York, yeah.
All right. I actually didn't like New York that much. It's too busy.
Did you not?
No, too much anxiety.
I like the Big Apple.
I love it.
Nah.
Not a fan of Apple.
Best sushi I've ever had was in New York. Sugarfish. I went with my friend. We're not friends with Baldy. Remember I used to do the videos with him. We don't talk anymore. But we had in 2017. We stopped talking in 2020. And in that 3 years, he liked sushi. He never ate sushi again after that because he said it would never be that good. That's how good the sushi was.
Damn.
It was.
It's literally off the menu.
Oh, that caught me off guard.
I can imagine him montaging through New York now.
When you're
pretzel.
walking, you just think about what's ahead of you.
Yeah.
Chris sees himself from an external perspective in a movie with music playing.
Yeah. He diverts himself
in
with
his
that
own world.
person.
He's in his ADHD
Well, this is what
land.
Chris thinks.
I do sometimes kind of imagine like a movie scene and music, what music would be playing, and
Big Booty Bitches by the Lost Boys.
No, just Lorna Shore for you. Just the the breakdowns.
Yeah, literally. Oh god. Every time I watch
Drain.
Literally every time I see Pain Remains like part 1 like live, I see videos on TikTok, I just want to cry. I'm like, oh, it looks so good.
That's what we're doing.
We're going there in November, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're going to launch all together.
Oh, I see. The
28th, Tuesday 28th.
To be fair, I ended up getting...
I wasn't even invited.
You wouldn't go.
I would go.
I bought 2 tickets. I was like, Mike will come with me. He doesn't have a choice.
I actually would go just because why not? Because I've been to a lot of gigs in my time.
He's a gigger. Maybe we could pick a gig. Maybe we could pick something.
Queens of the Stone Age?
Oh,
I know them.
That'd be so good. I've seen them, but they are good.
I'm pretty sure 100% of their song on Expo on Guitar Hero 3, so...
Yeah, let them know. Get on stage.
I bloody will. I'll do this hammer on.
There has to be some bands that we agree on. Surely something like that would be alright, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Who do we agree on?
It's a good time as well. Like, he's a good
I'll go for the vibes, to be honest.
Yeah, a bit of dancing.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I reckon...
I'll keep my eyes peeled for something that would suit us. Well, have you ever listened to any Pigs?
I can't say that. So
Is he all right?
Yeah. Are you buffering?
Do we need to reboot him?
I think he's lagging.
Have you not heard of Pigs?
He's on 100. He's on 500 ping.
It's Pigs times 7 is their name. You might quite like them.
Lag.
I don't know.
You might quite like them.
I reckon you like Rammstein.
Yeah, I
just get a feel that you like it.
I don't mind kind of like
live as well.
Like kind of proper rocky, metally sort of stuff.
Pendulum and like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It just reminds me of being at uni. I don't mind it.
How do you remember? That's quite a long time ago.
What, Prodigy and things like that?
Yeah, I love a bit of Prodigy.
Okay, fine. So we can kind of meet on the kind of like that kind of heavy side of things then.
Well, we're going to Lorna Shore and we're going to cuddle.
Fine.
Pig squeals.
I'm going to New York without you. It's not a problem. But yeah.
Didn't want to go anyway.
It's fine. We gathered.
We're going to... Where are we going?
I don't know. We can do something for your birthday, though. No one cares about this.
Yeah, sorry. Anyone free around February for my birthday?
We could do a meet.
Like, did either of you wish me happy birthday on Saturday just gone?
I did.
Yeah, just now.
I did a
happy birthday.
boy.
Oh, yeah, but how do I know it's your birthday? I don't go on social media. I only check my Instagram DM.
Should you not have a calendar, like a birthday calendar?
You know what? Maybe we should add them now. Should we do this now? Right,
so when's your birthday?
Content.
Saturday
It's not every Saturday. But
yeah, Saturday the 23rd.
23rd is my birthday.
Chris's birthday.
It's good.
So
Crispy Fellow's birthday.
Everyone should do this
all day.
Not specifically mine.
Yearly. Added. Done.
There you go.
You're so fast at doing that. I'm such an old man.
But do recommend adding in people's birthdays as a recurring entry in your calendars. In fact, I've got like entries from like 20 years ago and I don't even speak to these people anymore, but I haven't got around to deleting them.
Mine's the 15th, by the way, of September.
Yours is the 15th? Of course it was. I remember yours popping up, actually.
I didn't do anything for my birthday.
Yeah, but then as we get older, we don't really want to acknowledge the day that all our problems started, do you? So
no.
Yeah, valid. Fair enough point.
Fair enough, actually. Every year.
It's different with girls. Like, birthdays are kind of like, oh, it's my birthday month.
You're the birthday hero. You just have a birthday week.
Yeah.
They do that in Europe. They do like a whole week of celebrations. They have a name day and a birthday.
Yeah, I heard about that.
In Estonia, they have that.
They have name day in Greece as well. Obviously, it's an Orthodox thing for them. So my name day is obviously Christ's name day, which is the 25th of December. So Christmas Day is my name day.
Show off.
Well, it makes it easier for a gift.
I still forget, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
sorry about that.
But yeah.
Do you know what I really hate? This is off topic. My friend just sent me a text saying, I need to tell you something.
Oh, that's the worst.
Don't piss me off. You know I've got anxiety because now I'm going to poo in my pants.
Oh, so someone does that. Can we have a chat when you're free?
Just either don't say anything or just say what's up. Like, don't let me tell you something. Just say it.
It's stressful because you don't know whether it affects you, essentially, or if it's because of you.
9 times out of 10, it's just like, I need to tell you something. What's up? Yeah, I locked my car keys in the car. I'm like, I don't care, man. Grow up. Don't make me panic because I'm sweating. Feel that sweat. See,
no, he's getting anxious. That was a bit selfish.
Yeah, you know what? Say sorry.
You're getting blocks.
Yeah.
Your birthday's coming out of the calendar right now.
Yeah, I don't have your birthday in there, but I'm never going to anymore.
I can tell you now, I would never do that to you.
Thank you.
Because I'm an oversharer at the end of the day.
No, good.
Oh, God.
Good way to be.
I do it to myself sometimes. Send myself a message saying, need to tell you something. I give myself anxiety. Keep my life on edge a bit. You could keep spice sprayed
You
up.
haven't you? Keep that brain spicy.
And it says message from Patricia. That's what we call her. Good old Patricia. You must have seen the movie Split.
I'm aware. I've seen bits of it. Yeah.
So every time I have these little blips, these little.
Isn't that the one that's tied in with glass?
Yeah.
The other one.
Every time I have these blips, I just send people that, just a picture of Patricia, and then sometimes I change my mood. Who am I today? I'm all of them. I'm Dennis today. That's well.
It's a good
that's Hedwig actually.
It's a cool twist as well.
I'm all of them. I have all the personalities.
It's always good to have more personalities because you can just decide who you want to be that day.
Tell that to my therapist.
Sometimes he doesn't even get to decide. It's decided. It's in the heart of the cards. He just wakes up and is like, I'm going to be this person today.
Do we have any pertinent chat? We're really scraping the barrel. This is what happens, Harry, when we try and do an episode on a weekly basis. We don't prepare, and failure to prepare to fail.
A lap pull down nearly fall on me today off a tail lift, but that's not really very interesting.
Off a tail lift?
Max need.
Of course it's Max.
So I had Aaron, Max, and Ryder help me today.
Okay, yeah.
To be fair, they were great. They just got on with
dudes,
it.
Aren't they?
You know, they got that can-do attitude.
They're just good lads.
Strong dudes. But yeah, like it was difficult to negotiate things off of a Luton onto the floor sometimes, and we broke one of our dollies, the trolley, not an actual dolly.
Yeah, dolly is like a trolley. Yeah.
You look at it, like, how can that hold 400 kilos?
It's impressive,
and
isn't
then
it?
You put a leg press on it, and you're like, oh, fair enough.
Yeah, then you get on to start doing the leg press on it.
Yeah. Well, I thought about doing a set in the back of the van.
Oh yeah, go on then while you're driving. That'd be better. You get views for
on
that.
On the M25, yeah.
That'll go on TikTok. Oh, here we go.
He had a face of like, fuck.
Do you know what I was thinking the other day?
Oh, go on.
Do you want me to say it?
Yeah, just say it.
How easy is it just to like someone's content and people don't?
Yeah, stop staring at my shit and just like it, man. Please, it helps.
But do you know what I mean, though? Do you ever think that? Like, I see someone post something, and normally and sometimes you just scroll past stuff, but I think to myself, they've posted that because they've gone to some effort and they want it to be seen and acknowledged. And how easy is it just to double tap something?
Yeah. And plus, what harm does it do to you? Nothing. Grow up.
Like, even people that I don't necessarily speak to anymore that will post something, I just think to myself, I can just so easily, with just 2 taps, I can just maybe improve their
validation.
Their day a little bit.
Yeah, because I don't scroll anymore. I only go on DMs, but whoever's on number 1 on my thing, I just like it by default. Just like, it's the only thing I'm going to say, I'll double tap it then.
Wow.
So if any of you get like,
I need to post more so I get to the front.
I was going to say, that's just like law of averages that's going to get you a like from Harry.
And it puts the people in order of like, well, not really in order, who you speak to most, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's in stories especially. Yeah. Just who you're consuming on a regular basis.
Unless it's TikTok, I don't like shit on TikTok because the algorithm betrays me. Because like I said, I see if there's one of those who shan't be named, the women, the goth girls,
big booty goth girls,
then if I like that, I'm like, you know what,
it's going to feed you a lot more goth
and I don't want it. That's bad for my brain, so I skip it, and then I'm so like, let's look for what's this?
I feel like that would be such a fun game with people who have TikTok. It's like, open your TikTok and let's just go through and then let's
have a look, shall we? No, let's not do that. Actually, my TikTok's really tame.
Mine for a while would have got me cancelled big time.
100%.
I need to get on TikTok more. I've got a profile.
I know you do. We follow each other now.
I know, beautiful thing. But
we follow each other too.
I'll come up with something to post on there, I think, because I feel like I could use it definitely, but I just haven't got around to it.
Just be careful, because you get sucked into the void, and before you know it, you're 3 hours deep in a TikTok hole. Your pants are down, and suddenly you're in someone else's house. Yeah, and you're naked in someone else's bathroom.
I mean, I've had enough shame in the recent weeks.
You have. You think you've had enough. You can behave yourself.
A hat full of shame.
You've had something full of shame.
Another random thought I had the other day, which I know you like my random thoughts.
Yeah.
But you know how people comment and moan a lot about what girls wear at the gym these days, and they shouldn't.
Yeah.
It's no one's business.
No.
I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
But like, girls obviously, women's gym wear has obviously evolved, and girls wear what they're comfortable in, and also what performs best, and it may well be quite skin tight clothing, which is fine.
Yeah.
Right. And people moan about it for some reason. You know, older people moan about it.
We talked about that, I think.
We've talked about it before, and about train what you feel comfortable in, and so on and so forth. But I was thinking the other day, no one complains about what like Olympic athletes wear for their sport, right? So no one's saying, no one's moaning about beach volleyball players because of what they wear is inappropriate. They're wearing the best outfit to best perform at their sport, right?
Yes.
A swimmer's wearing Speedos, male swimmer's wearing Speedos, and that is the best possible thing that he can wear to perform his sport, right? No one's complaining about that.
It's very
People
aggressive,
play
right?
Speedos.
So modern gym clothing has evolved to make, okay, yes, it's designed to make you look good, but equally primary function surely is to make you perform best in the gym.
Oh, also
right?
just feel good about what you're wearing.
But the point I'm making here is, right, so let's say gym leggings or gym shorts that girls wear and crop tops and so on, people moan about it, like older women say, oh, look at what she's wearing, all that sort of stuff. I think to myself, well, they're training hard, they're training like an athlete, right? So they're wearing the best possible thing to do that. You're not moaning at someone running 100 meters in something skin tight saying, oh, that's inappropriate, are you?
I think people should look for a reason to get angry and get annoyed.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. I think people need to stop looking at gym. Okay, the gym is a little bit of a catwalk and a little bit of a fashion place these days. However, I still feel like stop moaning about what people wear, especially if it's for function at the end of the day.
Do you think it's also because in a professional setting like a sport, they're almost, like you said, that's their uniform, that's what they wear to their sport, but when you're in the gym, it's because that's for you, and I still think a lot of people look at the gym as something that's very just selfish and self-absorbed.
Yes. Yeah,
so they're like, look at you doing your self-absorbed training, wearing your self-absorbed clothing that makes me feel insecure. So fuck you, person wearing a sports bra. Like,
yeah, just
stop filming and sending it to your coach and being useful.
If it doesn't impact you directly and it doesn't apply to you, why do you care? But invest your energy into your own shit, man.
But that's too much self-awareness.
To be fair, I'm more trying, at this point, I'm speaking to the older generation who moan about, like, oh, look at what she's wearing sort of thing.
You know what? Look what you're wearing. You ever thought about that?
Yeah.
No, maybe.
Look at your attitude that you're wearing.
Maybe I don't like your trousers.
Yeah, look at the attitude you're wearing. It stinks.
How dare you not wear a crop top to the gym? Ever thought about that? No,
maybe we should wear crop tops to the gym.
Anyway, that's more of Chris's random thoughts.
Too bad someone complained about me wearing leggings back at Pulsate.
I mean, we've all complained about you wearing leggings at times.
Your leggings are like 2 sizes too small.
They're XL, thank you very much.
I bought some running leggings at the weekend that you would quite like. They're super tight.
Oh, that's my favourite.
Do you want me to show you them?
Yeah, go on then. Also, I've now decided I only wear leggings on leg day. I wear trackies on other days now. Because I'm on my 3XL massing phase. I'm just hiding from the world.
What's your cows at?
Not that mad, like 4.5.
Yeah.
Starting, I've gained like...
How much are you?
Oh, yeah. It's been like 2 weeks we've gained 5.5 kilos. 5.5 kilos.
That's alright.
5.5 kilos in 2 weeks. I probably need to slow down a little bit, actually.
I was asking to poo.
Yeah, too often. But yeah, I think I need to...
he's gone into his actual
it's water retention. More carbs, more water retention.
Yeah,
that's
sure.
what it is.
Your body's trying to find that new equilibrium.
Yeah. My coach keeps checking him, like, how much you weigh? I was like, hey, don't worry about it.
Do you weigh yourself daily just to see the undulation?
When I'm scared of the scale, I don't. But when I'm like, normally I would, yeah. Because then I weigh myself daily, then do the average on the Sunday.
They look like something NASA would prescribe.
You would see
You'd see his lunch in those.
You'd see my disappointment in those.
Yeah.
They are. There's not a seam in them. They're like some
seamless.
Oh no, there is.
There's not semen in me either. Thanks.
I think there was another pair of that.
You won't be seaming me in those.
Yeah,
they look like someone just popped a balloon.
Look how they got to fit on my legs.
A fit of your willy.
But there you go.
Can I have a touch?
Yeah.
I'm quite tactile as a person. I like to touch something.
Yeah, that's it.
They're quite nice, actually.
They're like elite level running trousers.
I do feel like they're one sharp toenail away from being ripped, though.
I can't put them over my head. Didn't want it.
The only reason I bought them was because they were 70% off, because there's no way I'm paying £130 for them.
£130 for leggings? You make me sick.
You can fly from...
I didn't pay that.
How much do you pay for them then?
70% off, whatever that is.
Still, that's just a lot of money.
You can fly from Helsinki to Stockholm for like €30.
All right, let's go.
The company's
we need to get to Helsinki first.
All right, let's go.
The company's called SOAR, SOAR, and they make like fancy running stuff.
I feel like I would be very sore after wearing those.
That's also a Call of Duty clan, a sniping clan, quickscoping clan, SOAR. SOAR.
316 nose.
Yeah, they're one of them. They're not quite phase level, but they are known. They are well known.
What should I wear for my marathon in Amsterdam?
Tight leather and little of it.
I was thinking shorts.
Mankini.
Tights, unless it's going to be cold.
I've got mankini if you want to borrow it.
Yeah, that could be good.
It's used.
I'm going to struggle to fit a lot of energy gels inside that.
No, you can't. Just
store them inside you.
Codpiece.
It's got a pouch down there.
Yeah, but I'm going to be putting other stuff in the pouch.
Yeah, but I was giving you like a harness.
Okay.
And then you could be like, instead of like pulling off ammo, you're pulling off energy.
Bang, like one of those bullet.
Yeah. A couple of those
harnesses
over your nipples as well. Makes it look a bit naughty.
Yeah, but that might lead to chafing.
I'll give you some Vaseline. I've got some in my bag.
Cool. I mean, you have thought of everything.
Thanks, I always do. He hates it. I'm falling. I keep on falling. What a great song. Sorry. Okay, I'm done.
Do we have any Q&A or anything from anyone anywhere in the
no one asked us any interesting questions?
We've got old questions.
Yeah, whip out just a couple of old questions before I have to leave in 10 minutes. Go to therapy.
Let me look at this thing and click these buttons.
By the way, if you want a really easy way to ask us questions, just do it in the comments on YouTube.
YouTube comment section.
Easy.
Just slap them in there.
Super duper.
We do read them.
Someone asked us what a favourite protein snack was just now. Let's just do current favourite protein snack.
Talk about what you're eating at the moment in general. Like what?
A lot of chicken.
My favourite protein snack is I will occasionally just grab a couple of slices of Leerdammer light cheese because it is 5 grams of protein per slice.
That's not bad.
I'm eating whatever I can get my hands on because I'm on the move.
I'll tell you what bangs, those Fulfill protein bars.
Oh, they're the best ones.
Got one in my bag.
White chocolate and cookie dough, that's the only one I had. Shit me. They're so good. They're obviously not a chocolate bar, but they're pretty good. I craved them.
They do a dark.
That happens.
They do a dark chocolate and something sea salt caramel or something like that. It's incredible.
Yeah, that's the slightly bigger one they've started doing.
Amazon sell them quite cheaply. A box of 15 isn't that expensive.
I'm pretty sure it's like 38 quid.
No, I think a box of 15 on Amazon like 25 or something like that, which I think is quite good.
Barjano.
Those other
Fulfill
protein things. My go-to. I do have Warrior Crunch bars because you can get often they'll
cheap.
They'll often do offers for a box of 12 for £14.
That's not bad. That's really good, actually.
So if you subscribe to their mailing list, they'll send out emails quite regularly about those offers, and we tend to snap up large amounts of those.
I do need to start eating more protein bars. My protein intake is going up.
You always say protein bars are dead. You need to get on board.
I need to get on them.
Do you want to try one now? I can get you one if you want to try one, and then you can do your live.
He wants it.
Well, no, I'm just saying, trying one.
I don't want to eat on camera again. I've already eaten a donut.
Fine. Oh, yeah, that's true. You can have another donut if you want.
Oh, all the protein
one
in
for
that.
the road.
Oh, here he goes. One for the road then.
I haven't eaten much today.
What
one do you want?
No, you choose. I don't care.
Well, I don't like chocolate donuts.
You want the strawberry one?
Well, yeah.
Because I don't like strawberry.
Is that the only option I have?
You got chocolate or strawberry? That's the right answer because I don't like strawberry. Here, thanks.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, cleaner.
Don't spill. Yeah, because I don't have a cleaner anymore, right? So.
Got a Hoover.
You don't have donuts either.
No, that's true as well. It's someone else's turn. Someone else's turn to bring an interesting snack to the next episode.
I bring Mike. He's my interesting snack.
Mike is a snack, as we've discovered.
He just dribbled his half donut on there.
It's just good everywhere.
Why are you making a mess?
It's a mess on me.
Yeah, I'm the liability, apparently. Look at this man.
They're the tiniest donuts in the world, and yet you're still somehow making a mess.
I think they're above average size, thank you. If they were bigger, they'd hurt. Thank you.
So who out of you two is bringing an interesting... I mean, maybe it should be a topical snack that you bring, but someone has to bring something next time.
Why don't we ask the listeners? I keep throwing it back to listeners. Come on, guys,
You're
get involved.
so fucking lazy.
I am.
You can't just come up with your own ideas.
He's openly in a gym.
Lazy.
He's very busy right now.
Working.
Ask ChatGPT what to bring then if you must.
I will.
All right, go on then.
And I'll get it to program my new phase of training as well.
And he'll get it to bring it for him too.
Yeah.
There you go. So other things that I have at night, I will always have a bit of whey protein with some Greek yogurt and...
You're one of them.
Yeah, I like it. And frozen fruit, I'll sling that in there, and maybe some honey. And do you know what I'm fucking loving at the moment?
Oh God, here we go.
What?
Go on,
He's so excited. Let him do it.
Just say it.
This is stuff that is actually beneficial. I'm trying to give stuff to our listeners. All right,
it's going to be like Peruvian extract of a tea leaf or something, because you're quite a bougie man.
It is.
I was right, wasn't
I? Dark roasted peanut butter.
Ooh.
Peanut butter.
You're not into it, but you are, right?
Yeah, I love peanut butter.
So obviously you've got normal peanut butter, but now I can't remember who makes it. It's downstairs. They're one of the big brands when it comes to your nut butters.
Is it the big white tub?
Yes, the big white tub.
Yes, we use it at work for our protein smoothies.
They now do a big tub of dark roasted peanut butter, and my god, it's like taking peanut butter and times it by 10. It's like the peanut flavour you get in a Snickers is that kind of that kind of flavour.
Do you like Snickers?
No.
You don't like nuts, do you?
I don't mind nuts.
Walnut?
I like salted peanuts.
Okay.
I like a salted nut.
Brazil nut.
Is it salted?
I've got some peanuts here if you want some.
Pistachio?
Is it salted?
Cashew?
Is it salted?
So you have to have salted nuts, is what we've established.
Oh, hang on a second. Crispy, get a life, you loser.
Have one.
What is it? What's it anyway?
Yours are crispy coated peanuts.
Yeah.
Why can't you just have a normal peanut?
They smell horrible.
This is like some
shit.
ASMR shit right now.
I don't like them. Not salty enough.
Put it back in them. He's so disappointed.
I'm having a great time.
Me
like
too.
They're spicy. They're too spicy for me.
Are you joking?
Salt is spicy. You think I'm joking? I'm not. These are spicy.
You're so sad.
I'm so white. It's embarrassing.
I feel like this episode is kind of like what Harry's stag do would be like, because obviously he doesn't drink.
I'd be drunk out of the three of us.
We'd just be sat round kind of arguing, eating random snacks and him moaning about things whilst me and Mike drink, and he just sits there lambasting us for it.
My tongue's not happy. That's spicy.
Well, I'll sort that out for you off there.
I'm really bad with spicy food.
You can build a tolerance to it, though. Would you not have like a jalapeno or something like that?
How do I progressively overload this?
You can't. That's exactly what you do with hot food. You have to progressively overload.
I'd probably cry.
Anyway, I feel like we've kind of milked this episode for all it's worth.
You need some milk.
Yeah, apparently it doesn't help. They say milk's actually not meant to be that great for it. I've read this.
Really? Because what's that show where they
get famous people to drink?
Hot Ones?
Hot Ones.
That's what I thought as well.
They drink milk.
I read somewhere that it wasn't.
They always wipe their eye. I would do that. I hurt my hand the other day on a steamer.
Oh no!
I was using the coffee machine at work and I was making a cappuccino and I was like, I was so tired and I was looking at it. So it's not even steaming. So I pulled the jug down. And as the tip of the steamer left the milk, obviously it just went bang. So I freaked out because I was just getting covered in milk at this point. So I grabbed the end of it to push it back in. You meant to push it in from the top. I just grabbed it. It was 70 degrees. It basically started melting my hand. And you know, like when you freak out, you tense. So I just squeezed it tighter and was like, why is this hurting so much? And the woman was like, can I have chocolate on my cappuccino? I was like, you've literally just watched me maim myself.
Yeah.
But yes, I'll do that for you.
Yeah, of course. The customer's always right. The worst I did is I put deep heat on my balls once. I had to rest my woolly in the sink of water.
I scratched my nuts once when chopped a chili.
Oh, no.
That I actually went and had a cold bath.
Mum, help!
Yeah, Mum, it happened again.
Mum, I need a hand.
People used to moan about Veet, the hair removal cream, burning their genitals. But I always used to, because obviously as a bodybuilder I had to remove my hair. I always used the sensitive one. Never had that problem.
Yeah, why would you not use the sensitive one anyway?
Yeah,
but surely getting something that's sensitive is never a bad thing.
It's just a sensible thing. It doesn't do the job any worse than a normal one.
Yeah, it's just like a safer option.
And on that bombshell,
ask us questions next week, please.
Please, because this is what happens.
Yep, so do ask us some questions. They can be personal, they can be fitness related, they can be health related, nutrition related.
Ask us anything at this point, to be honest. It could be cars, who knows?
I don't know anything about cars.
I'm going to plan some topics because these guys never do. And I'll promise that I'll corral them into... It's like herding cats, these two.
Cats.
Cats. Yeah.
But yeah, so this has been episode 25 of Pump Fiction. I do apologise for another catastrophic... I wouldn't say catastrophic.
No, I love it though.
Sorry for your loss of time.
Yeah.
How
long was this one?
Not that long. We're kind of ballparking around the 1 hour 10 these days.
That's all right.
Ideal.
Yeah, he doesn't listen anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I actually don't listen to any of this stuff.
I listen to all of them at least 3 times.
I just love just knowing, like, I've said it once and never listened to it again.
There you go. Screaming into the void.
Yeah. That's very apt.
And on that, do contact us and follow us on Pump Fiction Pod on Instagram. Do we have like a special...
TikTok.
we Pump Fiction Pod on TikTok.
We are Pump Fiction Pod.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
And on YouTube, Pump Fiction Pod.
Have we got that now?
Yeah, we couldn't get Pump Fiction because our name's Pump Fiction, but our username is Pump Fiction Pod.
What are you pointing at?
The screen, because you said we've got it now, and I was like, yeah, it's there.
Oh yeah.
You were on it.
If you click it, the username should now be Pulp Fiction Pod.
Oh yeah, at Pump Fiction Pod.
Yeah, same with Instagram.
Same.
Okay, so that, but if I did, I don't know. Anyway, yep. So thanks for being here as always, and this has been another fine episode with myself, Michael, and Harry. Until next time,
nice.
We're just going to go.
We're just going to go home.
Yeah, I don't blame them. They probably wish they went as well.
Would you like another nut?